All right, let's talk Knoxville real estate. Now, everyone always talks about the big spring rush, right? But what if I told you the real sweet spot, the hidden gem of the season, is actually fall? That's what we're going to do today. Build your winning playbook for autumn in Knoxville. So, if you're out there thinking about buying a home or maybe putting yours on the market this season, stick around. We are going to break down exactly what you need to know to navigate the Knoxville market as those leaves start to turn. Okay, let's get right into it. Seriously, forget everything you've heard about the spring frenzy. That window between, say, October and November, that can be an absolute golden opportunity. But, and this is a big but, you have to have the right strategy. So, first things first, let's dig into why. Why is fall such a big deal here? And we're going to focus on one of Knoxville's really standout neighborhoods to illustrate this, Powell. And trust me, it's about way more than just some pretty fall colors. It's really this perfect storm of factors that creates that sweet spot. I mean, think about a neighborhood like Powell. All those tree-lined streets, the fall foliage just gives those classic ranch homes and two stories that's incredible, instant curb appeal. But it's not just looks. The whole market kind of calms down. The tire kickers are gone. The buyers who are out looking are serious. They're often relocating for a job or they have these end-of-year goals they need to meet. So you get this really focused, motivated market. And of course, you've still got that great proximity to I-75 and the North Knoxville Medical Center. It all just works. Okay, so if you're a seller listening to this, you're probably thinking, how do I take advantage of this? It's actually pretty simple. It is all about leaning into that cozy, warm appeal of autumn. And look, we're not talking about a huge overhaul here. Simple changes can make a massive impact. You don't need to turn your front lawn into a pumpkin patch, okay? A clean doormat, some fresh mums, that goes a long, long way. Inside, it's all about creating warmth. Think soft lamplight. And here's a big one, you guys. Manage the leaves. Seriously, clear gutters and walkways are non-negotiable. And hey, if you've got a fire pit or screened-in porch, stage it. Make it look inviting. You want buyers to walk in and immediately picture themselves hanging out there on a crisp Friday night after, say, a Powell High Panthers game. But we can't talk about fall weekends in Knoxville without talking about the big orange elephant in the room, can we? That's right, Vols football. When it comes to scheduling, timing is everything, and you have got to work with the local rhythm, not try to fight it. So here's your game plan for scheduling. Let's say the Vols have a 3:30 kickoff, a Saturday morning open house that wraps up by 1 p.m. That is perfect. You catch everyone before they settle in for the game. Sunday afternoons are another fantastic option, right after church and before people wind down for the week. And you know what? Don't sleep on a midweek twilight showing. From like 5:30 to 7, you can catch commuters on their way home. The whole goal here is just to make it as easy as possible for those serious buyers to see your place. Okay, let's flip the script. We've talked about sellers, now let's talk about buyers. If you're house hunting this fall, you need a totally different kind of focus. It is officially time to put on your detective hat. Yeah, that cozy staging with the warm lights and the smell of cinnamon, it's designed to make you fall in love. Your job is to look right past it. And you know what? The autumn weather is your secret weapon. Why? Because it reveals things about a house that spring and summer might just keep hidden. You've got to use this season to your advantage. If it's a rainy day, that is the perfect time to be checking out gutters and drainage. Is water pooling anywhere? When the weather gets cooler, you can literally feel for drafts around the windows. These are the little things that really impact your long-term comfort and your energy bills. Oh, and a big one for this area. Don't forget a radon test. It's just a really smart move here in East Tennessee, especially if the house has a basement. You know how it is. After you've toured, 3 or 4 places, they all start to blur together, right? That's where a simple scorecard like this becomes your best friend. It's a fantastic tool to keep you objective. Just rank each house on the things that actually matter most to you and your lifestyle. Once you get it down on paper, the best choice usually becomes way, way clearer. It helps you get past the emotion and make a smart, data-driven decision. All right, let's zoom out a bit. Because finding the right house is only half the battle. Finding the right neighborhood is just as important. So let's take a look at how a place like Powell stacks up against some of its neighbors. The differences between these neighborhoods can seem subtle, but they're super important for your lifestyle. If you're all about that suburban convenience and need quick access to the interstate, Powell is probably a great fit for you. But if you're picturing yourself in a classic bungalow, walking to grab dinner on North Broadway, then the historic vibe of Fountain City might be more your speed. And if we zoom out even further, you can really see the distinct personality of each city. You've got Knoxville with its urban, UT campus energy, Then there's Maryville, which has that classic small-town pace, amazing schools, and it's right next to the Smokies. And then you have Oak Ridge, which is really the hub for all the tech corridor jobs, and you'll often find bigger lots out there. Knowing this stuff from the get-go can save you a ton of time in your search. Okay, so you've done your homework, you've toured the homes, and you've found the one. You're ready. So let's talk about the final moves, how to successfully close the deal in this fall market. So what's this number all about, 10 to 15%? Here's what that is. If you are planning on doing any repairs or renovations after you close, this is the budget cushion you need to add for potential delays. Trust me on this. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, getting a contractor on the phone can be tough. Their schedules get packed. So building in this buffer right from the start, it's just a smart stress-reducing move. You know, the real bottom line for the fall market is one word: purpose. The buyers out there aren't just browsing for fun. They're ready to make a deal. And sellers, they're motivated to get things wrapped up before the holidays hit. What does that mean for you? It often means cleaner, more straightforward negotiations and a much smoother path to getting those keys in your hand.
So that brings us to the final question, and this one's really for you to think about. With these shorter days and really serious buyers, is your best move to wait it out or to win now? This fall market in Knoxville is this special window of opportunity. It's got focused energy and way less competition. The playbook is right here, it's in your hands. So, is it time to make your move?